Let me reintroduce to you the Canon EOS R, which was a camera that was released by Canon in 2018, the first of its kind. This is Canon's first mirrorless camera. This camera features one card slot. If you want to shoot 4K, this camera will give you a good crop. But I think it's really important that we start to talk about what it means to choose a good camera in 2025. Welcome back to this amazing platform. In this platform, we're going to talk directly to the business owner, directly to the creative, so that we can help level up the kind of business that you're doing. We're also going to talk about the kind of gear that creators are using in the current space. But specifically today, we are talking about the Canon EOS R. Is it still relevant in today's market? This camera comes in at 30 megapixels. And it gives you that rich, beautiful color science from Canon. And I know that in the current market, you've got cameras that promise 48 megapixel and something above. But the big question is, do you really need a camera that shoots 48 megapixels or anything beyond 30 megapixels? Let me talk about my personal experience with the Canon EOS R. I've used this camera for a while and I was so impressed with this camera that I went and bought another one. The camera that we're actually shooting on right now is a Canon EOS R as well. So I've got two of these. I'm planning on maybe getting a third one. I don't know. I'll see. But I've been so impressed with this camera till now. Mind you, I shoot for corporate clients, I shoot for official clients, and I have chosen this camera and used it as a main camera for a while. Why? Because number one, for video, I am able to shoot C-Log on this specific camera, and shooting 8-bit C-Log for me, it's a lovely thing. If you wanted to shoot 10-bit C-Log, you can connect your monitor and you can, step it up to 10-bit as well. And that for me just makes it feel like, an upmarket camera. It also gives you the ability to be able to connect your mic and your headsets. You also can be able to do an HDMI out, connect your Type-C connector, and you can also connect a remote to this camera. This camera is beautiful. This camera does not overheat. This camera can, put up with a lot if you want to put it under pressure. And the one thing that I love about this camera as well is the fact that in this camera we get that LED screen on the top that basically shows you the different pieces of information that you would like to know. Right now Canon has removed this screen on many of its new releases or whatever. I don't know why, but I feel like that specific screen just makes things feel exclusive, and you don't have to always peek behind the viewfinder to sort of check on the kind of content that you are shooting. Now, the other thing that I love about this camera is the weight and the size. I mean, for me as a video camera, I feel like this specific device just ticks all the boxes. We'll also talk about the disadvantages of this camera as time goes on, but for now I feel like let's focus a little bit more on the advantages. I mean, this camera comes full throttle. There's nothing that I feel is missing here. Maybe if we wanted to take it a notch up, we would get another card slot and sort of have those options where we can be able to have two card slots. But I am primarily happy with what this camera has been able to offer me, because I've been able to step up my game and do things better ever since I got this camera. I've paired this camera with my DJI RS4 that I recently got, and they partner well together, they work well together. It's like they've known each other for a while. Why am I talking about these devices as if they are alive? I don't know. But yeah, this is a beautiful camera, and if you're looking to sort of get a second-hand camera that you can use, I would recommend this camera, because it's been there for me. It's helped me get through a lot of pitfalls and navigate the market. So the other big question is, if you were to buy this camera now, how much would you spend? Because Canon has definitely discontinued this as a new device that they're selling, so you won't be able to get this as a new device, but you definitely might be able to secure it if you got it from a second-hand reputable dealer, and that just makes it even more affordable, because if you maybe have around 20 to 25,000 rand, you can get this camera. These two cameras that I'm shooting on were both below 25,000. And for me, I feel like they were the best investment that I personally ever made in my business, and they allow me to keep creating content strategically, so that I don't drop the ball wherever I go. So using this camera for me has personally allowed me to reconnect with my passion, because most of the time as content creator, we chase the specs, we chase the features and everything, but reconnecting with this camera allowed me to actually just fall in love with the process of creating content, because most of what we create has to do with the beauty of chasing the story and not the features. I was able to tell authentic stories that people can relate to, and I just reconnected with a big part of my internal self when I started using this camera. And to add to that, the benefit was that this camera didn't slow me down. This camera really just allowed me to cruise with regards to the work that I was doing. And personally, if you were to ask me, here's my 2 cents. This camera is still relevant pretty much today in 2025. You can get this camera, you can shoot in 4K. Who would notice? Who would care? You would be shooting on a mirrorless camera that gives you a real-time view of what the picture looks like at the back, as opposed to the DSLRs where you need to give it a second or two and look at your viewfinder to see how your picture looks. Here you see your picture as you take it, as you shoot. You can see the actual image that you're shooting from the viewfinder, and I find that to be a beautiful thing. I am not forced to upgrade at the moment, because I feel like from an agency level, we're now connecting with a lot of creatives that are bringing in much better equipment, high level pieces of technology that are able to deliver us the quality that our client wants. So why should I buy a new camera? Why should I upgrade to the latest device if I've got friends that have beautiful cameras that they can use from a business sense? Also, if the client has got high expectations, I can also go and do a rental somewhere and come deliver the project and take that rental back, because we need to invest in the business. We need to keep investing in our processes and systems, so that we can then be able to deliver better content and better quality for our clients. But yeah, this is a beautiful camera. If you want to go get it, go get it. You heard it from me. From now on, you can. I feel like the features are in here are very difficult to find, because from here you've got the EOS RP. From RP you start with your R7s, R8s and R3s, and you go forward in that respect. But from the amount that you're paying here, I don't think you can be able to get these features anywhere else. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this channel. If you've got more to share with regards to this camera, please don't hesitate. If you've got another camera that you can recommend, which is on the same level but at a better scale in terms of price, please don't hesitate to drop a comment on the comment section. And just know that we would love to hear from you and hear how you're doing, what you're doing, where you are, so that we can better connect with you as a viewer and a member of this family. Thank you guys for joining us. We hope that you learned a thing or two from this experience. From me, Mirrorless, catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Thank you.